This is a presentation on sensory regulation from Building Great Kids Therapy. Today, we will be talking about sensory processing, sensory regulation and dysregulation, the green, red, blue sensory routine, and how to use the sensory routine at home. Sensory processing is how the brain uses information from the environment to control how the body reacts. When functioning properly, it allows the brain to filter out unimportant stimuli and focus on certain roles or tasks. The body manages input from senses. This includes the familiar senses such as sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, as well as interoception, which is noticing our body's signals like hunger, proprioception, which is knowing where your body is and how it moves in space, and vestibular, which is the sense of balance and head movement. When a child's sensory system is regulated, they respond to input from all of these senses to accurately use information from their environment. An example of being regulated is being able to go into a busy restaurant and focus on what your family and friends are talking about, even over all the noise and distractions. When this happens, a child is calm and focused. When a child's sensory system is dysregulated, the child is in an unbalanced state. Their brain cannot use the information from their environment accurately. This leads to the child having difficulties staying focused and completing tasks. Sensory dysregulation comes in different forms. Some children are over-responsive to sensory stimuli. The brain and body react too much to sensory input. A child might avoid sounds, touch, and movement because the senses feel especially intense. They appear to overreact to input and might cover their ears or eyes in a busy place. Other children are under-responsive to sensory stimuli. This is when the brain and body do not react to or notice typical sensory input. These children are often sensory seekers. They will crash into things and they will seek constant movement, loud noises, and pressure. For more information on the effects of dysregulation, scan here for some information from Winnie Dunn. Whether under or over responsive, dysregulation can be seen in how children behave. Children might be clumsy, uncomfortable with their clothing, picky with food, have challenges with personal space, lack attention and focus, and have unexpected reactions to touch, noise, and light. An example of how this can go both ways is challenges with personal space. Children that are over responsive, they might try to stay away from others and will not allow people in their personal space or near their personal space, while children that are under responsive might be too close in your personal space and looking for additional input. So, using the green, red, and blue sensory routine. Starting with green activities or regulating activities. These keep a child in a calm, focused state. These include swinging back and forth, heavy work such as pushing, pulling, or building with heavy items, helping with household activities like cooking and cleaning, and playing a structured game like I Spy, Uno, or Go Fish. Red activities wake the body and brain. They help kids feel more alert, which can make it easier to pay attention and focus. Red or stimulating activities include swinging in circles, bouncing or jumping on a ball or trampoline, safely crashing into cushions, and doing animal walks like a snake, bear, or crab. Blue or calming activities help manage anxiety and reduce stress, especially during times of overstimulation. Things that are calming can include visiting a quiet space or calming corner, giving deep pressure such as hugs or squeezes, blowing bubbles or a pinwheel, and eating chewy foods like bagels or Tootsie Rolls. So now that we know the green, red, blue sensory routine, we can talk about how we can implement it into your daily life. Adding sensory breaks and sensory tools into your child's everyday routine helps keep them regulated. In the early morning, as they start their day, it's important to do a green activity to engage in their morning routine. In the morning, before they're headed off to their activities or school, it's important to prepare for the day and be stimulated. Lunch or snack time is important to have a break in the day and do something calming. Afternoon times, stimulating activities can help prepare for afternoon activities, such as doing homework or maybe extracurriculars. Evening activities are green to engage in dinner and family time. And at night, you have blue or relaxing activities to wind down for bedtime. Now, notice the stars by the red or stimulating activities. This is used as a reminder to add a green or regulating activity after a stimulating one to return to a calm, balanced state. In conclusion, sensory processing is how we understand and respond to our surroundings. For children, when regulated, they can make sense of their environments. Sensory dysregulation comes in many forms. When children don't process their information correctly, it becomes difficult for them to act and do their daily activities. Finally, it's important to include these sensory activities in your day-to-day life to support your child in staying regulated. Thank you. Here are my citations. Feel free to pause here and check them out, or they are in the description of the video.